Good morning, everybody. Hey, welcome to Thursday, September 10th, as we look at first time unemployment claims come out today. The PPI comes out today. So we got a few macro things to talk about, as well as a few company earnings. Hey, yesterday ended up being a great day. I'm sure Dave will bring that up as soon as we start talking. Great time to get a financial x-ray to make sure that you don't have too much risk in your current portfolio. Give us a call at 863-382-0037 to schedule your financial x-ray. And stick with us. Looking forward to our conversation with Dave this morning.
Phillip Statler doing this morning. Phillip, good morning. How are you?
Hey, Dave, doing well today. I know we had a little technical difficulty, so hey, we're doing it via phone today, so a little bit different.
Well, that's a little different, but I'm glad we got our cell phones for backups at the very least because the internet it may be reliable, but it ain't quite up to running water quite yet, is it?
Well, that's true. That's true. Not quite as dependable.
Not quite, but we can always get connected up to figure out what's going on. Set the table for the morning. Yesterday was a bounce back largely off of the bloodbath of the prior few days. Dow was up by over 1.5%, up 439 points. NASDAQ up 2.7%, 294 points, and the Standard & Poor's was up a full 2% too, up 67. Boy, it's amazing the psychological bump that hits when one of the indexes gets down into correction territory for one day, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is, Dave. I mean, you figure we spent 3 days in the negative territory, and not just a little bit, right? It was some pretty significant moves downward. And so you expect the technical guys to come in and start looking at maybe some buying opportunities there, though right now it's kind of a mixed bag today. The NASDAQ is heading up. The other two indexes are heading south today.
Yeah, it doesn't look as pretty this morning as it did yesterday by any measure whatsoever, and we really don't have any direction being given us off of the government data dump reports we got out this morning, too. First-time jobless claims, 884,000 jobless claims. My figure had the market expecting 846, so that's, it's a little bit of a miss, but I'd call it pretty close to break even, wouldn't you?
That's pretty close. I mean, my guys were looking for 838,000. So, I think the bigger thing to look at here, Dave, is continuous claims. They were actually up 93,000. And one of the little blurbs I read said maybe summer employment is trailing off into the fall, and that this may be a continuation looking forward. That as we head into fall, some of the jobs will go away. Now I know retail is going to pick up because of Christmas and the holidays, but some of the other things I guess maybe are given way to the fall.
Understood. Back as we were going through the recovery from the Great Recession, I was watching the U6 number, the total number, including discouraged workers. I really don't want to start having to follow that again, but we're kind of getting to the point of how many of these jobs have disappeared for good, and that total U6 unemployment count might start becoming something worth watching before too terribly long.
Yeah, if we continue to see continuous claims increase, I think you're right. That is going to be something we're going to want to keep an eye on because that's going to give us a better indication of the overall employment front.
Understood. The other number that came out this morning was the Producer Price Index, and it kind of depends upon whether you watch the total or whether you look at the core. Once you get rid of junk like foods and energy and the like, one was a miss and one was a miss on the low side. It was kind of on both sides of the fence, depending upon which way you're cheering. They were close, but 0.2% increase in prices. Really, it sounds like inflation isn't much of a concern yet, is it?
No, really not. I mean, we expected the core to be zero point 0.3. It came in at 0.2. But the expectation for the total PPI was zero point 0.4. It came in at 0.3 also. So, I think that it's one of those data points that we'll continue to watch.
It's one of those things that it's just kind of as an underscore. We're just breaking all the conventional rules while we were trying to work our way out of the recession, and they flushed interest rates way down near zero. Everybody was saying, "Oh my God, this is going to be the ticket to rampant inflation." Well, it's now been 10 years since we flushed interest rates right down to zero, and we've actually decreased them from there. There's no inflation out there at the moment, is there?
No, there's not. And honestly, Dave, that's kind of a scary thing because that leads me to think that at some point, not anytime soon, obviously, but it opens the door for what we call hyperinflation, and that's kind of scary.
Absolutely. I mean, fact of the matter is the basic rules of economics haven't been completely terminated. They may have been suspended for a while, but some things are kind of like the tide. You ain't gonna hold them back forever.
That's right. Eventually, the economy is going to do what it's always done, and so inflation has got to pick up at some point. Right now, the Fed's doing a good job of keeping it artificially low. I think it's probably a little lower than what even they want right now, but their tools are becoming a little bit more limited.
Absolutely. We've been talking about emptying out the toolbox for a long time, and the tool supply is getting a little on the short side. So the economic side of the fence is within the range of what the market expected. Got to be surprises out of the quarterly reports you're seeing come over the wire.
There was one that did really kind of surprise me. Restoration Hardware. They beat by almost $1.50 a share, not quite, but almost. A substantial. They made like $4.90 a share, which was really a good quarter for them. They beat on revenue too. One of the things I find interesting is they've actually projected an increase in their operating margins from 20 to 25%. And that's, to me, is just amazing given the time frame we're in right now. They're getting a pretty good sized boost this morning. They're up a little over 19% this morning. They'll actually open up at a significantly new 52-week high at $383 a share right now.
Holy crud, they're a high-priced stock. I suppose anybody that says, hey, not only are we going to make more money, but we're going to make a better margin in the middle of a recession, that's kind of like dreamland for investors, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Another one I have is called Zscales, which is a cloud security company, and they had better than expected earnings. They came in and beat by 2 cents a share, with earnings positive at 5 cents a share. Revenue, it beat the full year, and they raised their full year guidance, which is one of those unusual things that we see these days. Obviously, they're getting a benefit from COVID-19 because more and more people are working from home, and they're up about 0.6% this morning. And the last one I have for you is another retailer, GameStop. Yep, a little disappointing on their side. They lost $1.40 a share, a lot more than the $1.13 they were expected to lose, and so they had some issues. They missed revenue forecast. Also, their digital sales increased by 9 times what it had been, but their comparable same-store sales were down almost 13%, and so they're trading down today a little over 9.5%.
It's always fun. You start looking at electronic games and say they're kind of a dinosaur because so many games are being done on the internet these days. They've converted some of their business model over to digital, but there's an element of brick and mortar in them that has kind of been getting hit where it hurts, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has. You're right. More and more gaming stuff is becoming online, but they make their money, I think, pretty much in the older games. I mean, obviously they got new stuff too, but trading and trading up to different systems, and so they have some of the older stuff in their store shelves that they sell.
Yeah, we kind of noted a while ago that they kind of gone into being a hardware vendor as far as the games are concerned, and then, like you said, the vintage games that you can't buy online are available there as well. But it's a change in business model from their original incarnation, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and so it's going to be interesting to see what they're able to do, whether or not they are able to actually stay in the brick and mortar, or if they have to make a move to more totally online systems.
Just what we need, one more mall store going away.
You're right.
Resetting the table this morning. Big update on all three indexes yesterday after we hit that magic 10% number on NASDAQ. All the computer buy programs kicked in and kicked us up big time yesterday. 45 minutes early, are we going to be able to keep some of the momentum going, Phillip?
Hey, let me just tell you, we have seen a big move to the green across the board. traders and investors must like what those economic numbers were saying to them. We've got the Dow positive by about $50 right now. Not a big deal, a little less than 0.2%, but it's green. That's a big deal.
In 20 minutes, though, with the delayed quote I've got, that's a 150-point swing, though. That's amazing.
Yeah, it really is. We got the S&P 500 up about $10.50, which is about a third of a percent. And then we've got the NASDAQ up about 0.8%, almost $100. So everything's green. Now, the big thing to me is going to be, does it end the day green? That's going to be the key indicator for me. Then we look at the commodity side. We've got a little bit of a mixed bag there, Dave. We got silver making a pretty big comeback today, up 1.8% to $27.58 an ounce. Gold up 0.5% to $1,965 an ounce. Crude oil, though, is going the wrong way, Dave. It's down 1.7% to $37.38 a barrel, which is a little less than where it was yesterday when you and I talked.
And I'm going to end up finding myself in that uncomfortable position of saying go for higher gas prices because we need a little bit more than $38 a barrel to survive.
Yeah, we really do. You're right.
Absolutely. Overseas markets, Asia was mixed at the close early hour time this morning. Europe was looking at our futures a little while ago, and I'm betting they're turning the corner now too as we start to change. They're in a modest amount of red ink in the 0.5% range, not really all that bad midway through their day. Phillip, I know you've got an opportunity for investors to ask you questions one-on-one on Zoom tomorrow. How do I find you in order to get advice on keeping my retirement looking solid?
Hey, they can always call us at the office, 863-382-0037, schedule one of our financial x-rays. But we do have an opportunity tomorrow at 11:30, a Zoom meeting. You can go to our website, statlerfinancial.com, under the events tab, and there's a registration link right there to register for that. And you can ask us any questions. That's what we're there for, is to help people understand what's going on and to answer their questions. And then catch us this weekend for the Statler Financial Radio Show, 6 a.m. and noon on Saturday, 10 a.m. Sunday morning on Highlands News Talk, 7:30.
I do appreciate it. Just a reminder to everybody, because I got a couple of members of my Rotary Club that log into our Zoom meetings on telephone. You can do it with audio, too, if you don't like the camera game, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. You can. There's a phone number there. You can just log in that way.
Absolutely. Phillip, thank you so very much, and we'll catch you tomorrow morning, all right?
All right, man. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate it.
Thank you, my friend. It's 105.7 Light FM and Statler Financial Services. Phillip Statler.
So, folks, hopefully, you're able to get some of this as we kind of muddle through today. Some of it on the phone and some of it Zoom. So I'm hoping that you're able to pick up some of what we're able to talk about today. Again, remember, tomorrow, Friday with Phillip, 11:30, you can go to our website, statlerfinancial.com, under the events tab and register for that event tomorrow. I look forward to folks showing up with lots of questions. It's always a great time, a lot of good information. Have a great day. I look forward to speaking to you again tomorrow.